Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and welcome to Game 1 in a best-of-5 series being played between FXO Sheth, he is our red/purple Zerg, up here in the top right corner of Xel'Naga Caverns. Back down in the bottom left corner, we have IdrA, he is the blue Zerg, and like I said, this is a best-of-5 series. They're playing for $200 that an avid Zerg fan wanted to see between these two players. And I actually recorded this game live on my stream, justin.tv/JoshSuth, and Fraps screwed me over, so here we are casting it once again here for you lovely people on YouTube. And I could cast them all over again, why not? So, but here we go, this is Game 1 out of this best-of-5 series, and let's see what happens. Both players, of course, very, very good Zerg players. I'm going to go ahead and plug some stuff for these guys. FXO Sheth streams constantly at fxosheth.tv, and he streams, he talks to his chat, he does first-person commentary while he's playing on the ladder, playing in show matches, whatever he's doing, he streams it, so if you want to see some great Zerg play, go watch fxosheth.tv. IdrA, on the other hand, streams a lot, not quite as much as Sheth, but does stream a lot at idrajit.tv, and I'll go ahead and put the link in the video description there on YouTube that you guys can go check those out. But yeah, our awesome viewer/donor put up $200 just because he wanted to see these guys plays, and we are the willing recipients of the awesomeness that is to come. And I just realized he's only... This color thing is actually screwing with me now because it's not working anymore. So Sheth is just our purple Zerg now. Don't know how I managed to mess that up, but maybe it's just the replay file being a bit wonky. Either way, IdrA putting up that extractor first before the spawning pool, of course, means that he's going to have enough gas for Zergling speed as soon as that spawning pool finishes up. Sheth, on the other hand, got his extractor a little bit after he started his spawning pool. He's not going to have 100 gas right on time, but we'll see if that actually ends up making a difference here. Both players should have pretty much even harvesters, 15 against 15, as you would expect. But once that spawning pool is complete, that's where things start to get shifted around, changed around. You know, one player could build extra drones, one player could build mass lings, they could go for Baneling Nest or Roach Warren, could go for fast tech. It matters what time they drop their hatcheries at those naturals. All this sort of stuff in ZVZ makes a big impact throughout the game, and Sheth is actually going to be the first one to expand here at his natural, while IdrA is just making a lot of lings and adrenal glands, or metabolic boosts, sorry, adrenal glands are the hive tech tack upgrade. Getting that Zergling speed very, very quickly, as you would expect. He took all of his drones off of gas as well. We've got 4 lings running across the map here for Sheth. IdrA actually going to spot them, and wow, he gets a favorable matchup there. 4 lings against 2. IdrA actually micros back the injured one as well. Sheth almost caught a ling off by itself, but no kills have taken place yet in this game. These 2 lings escaped unscathed. Check this out, IdrA actually has an Overlord under attack as well. We'll keep his health there in that low bar there while we watch Sheth try and run around here with his lings. He does see the Baneling Nest off to the left side there, and back to this Overlord. It is actually going to maybe escape. One more shot. Oh, and the Overlord goes down, so that's a huge supply block here for IdrA. That's going to actually be massive. He's going to have another Overlord soon, but he wanted that to be his like 4th Overlord, not his 3rd, so could be very, very detrimental to his ling production here. It looks like he tried to get up into the main ramp of Sheth, but he had that blocked quite easily with a handful of lings and his queen. Back in his main base, his Baneling Nest is about to complete as well. Both of these guys pop at about the same exact second, actually. IdrA running in here, actually doing some damage to the natural hatch. Sheth being very quick to respond with the lings of his own, though, starting to make some banelings there on the ramp. IdrA taking this time to get some more free, cheap shots on this hatchery. He might actually be able to kill it off if Sheth is unable to respond to this. These banelings are going to have to be very effective if he wants to keep this hatch alive. Look at that on the minimap. More lings streaming up through the middle from IdrA. He does have 6 banelings here total. He's got 1 already completed and 5 eggs on the way. Sheth has 4 banelings of his own. Let's go ahead and take Sheth vision. He does not actually see this huge batch of units over here. Oh my goodness, massive, massive ling loss there for Sheth. IdrA just took a supply advantage from those 2 banelings, killing about 10 lings. So Sheth is actually very prone right now. He does have a queen here. He's got a baneling morphing. He's got a lot of lings still available. This baneling from IdrA takes out 2 lings on the side. The queen goes down for Sheth. That's a huge loss there, as he is going to lose all those larva injects and some additional defense. Now he's only got a handful of lings trying to defend against IdrA's 7 remaining lings, but of course Sheth does have the home field advantage here. He can get these units back to the front line very, very quickly. IdrA loses all of his attacking forces there, so Sheth can finally gain a couple of seconds to breathe. Sheth, of course, or IdrA actually, excuse me, not relenting though. It looks like he did want to send some more lings there, but is trying to get up his natural hatchery of his own. Neither player switching to any roach tech or layers or anything like that, just sticking to these mass speedling and banelings, trying to get the favorable exchanges each time. And we'll see who actually ends up getting the better of this hatch. Still at only half health. Could be a liability for Sheth. We'll see if IdrA ever does get a chance in there to hit it while it's undefended. A couple of banelings here from Sheth. He's going to want some good splashes there after losing that huge ling force earlier to just 2 banelings from IdrA. He needs to sort of claw his way back with some favorable explosions there from those little green goopy guys. Couple of banelings here from Sheth, going to be taken out by just 2 Zerglings. That would be a shame. Oh my goodness, so that one baneling only took out 2 lings. Not the best exchange ever. This other baneling actually just explodes and only kills 1 ling. Sheth is in here with a lot of banelings though right now. Looks like IdrA managed to kill 3 with a baneling of his own. 3 speedlings, that is. And Sheth finally getting into IdrA's home turf, so he's going to actually perhaps be able to do a bit of damage. There's 6 banelings here morphing right now. This queen is getting fully surrounded and taken out. He could actually probably take out the second queen as well, but he splits his forces, goes for the drones over there. He almost, no, doesn't quite get the queen. Baneling splashes, take out all those remaining speedlings from Sheth, but he's already back with more, trying to kill off the hatchery of IdrA. So both players do have some damage taken on their hatches to this point. IdrA should be able to clean this up with these couple of banelings looming, and it's just constantly lings on lings. Banelings getting a good splash right there. Wow, so that certainly helped repel these last 2 lings from Sheth. I'm saying the word lings probably about 10,000 times in this cast, and I don't mind, because that's how ZVZ is. 2 baneling eggs unprotected right here. These lings really wanted to get in there, those unprotected eggs, but looks like 1 baneling splash did actually take out the majority of them, and IdrA just getting the favorable exchange almost every time here. Only at 31 supply against 23 at 9 minutes and 40 seconds into this first game. That's pretty insane. Couple of lings morphing for Sheth once again. He has actually stopped production on these guys for a while. He's got 256 gas banked up. So if he ever gets a chance to make a lot of lings, he might actually go for it. But this hatch, again, taking a couple of shots there. IdrA doing some drive-by clawings here, ring around the rosy with these lings, trying to keep him away from this hatch. Notice Sheth has not been able to mine from that hatch at all. He's basically just been defending it so that he can get some larva usage and get some extra lings. IdrA back at home throwing up a spine crawler. It looks like he might want to switch gears here a little bit. Oh, good splash there for IdrA again, killing off a lot of lings from Sheth. Just exchange after exchange benefiting IdrA. It's now 40 supply against 31, so he's got about a 30% more 30% more supply than poor little Sheth. These 2 banelings, if anything like the last time, they're going to actually kill a lot of speedlings. Actually, they're waddling their way back in now as Sheth has arrived back in the main. He does finish the job on that queen that we saw earlier. A couple of banelings splashing there. Sheth did actually manage to take those guys out before killing off all of his lings. But now, again, just speedling versus speedling. That spine crawler is done now at the natural as well, so Sheth might have a little bit more difficult time trying to get in there to the natural. And here we do another, oh my goodness, another huge splash. IdrA only using 2 banelings to take out about 10 speedlings there. Sheth with only 1 baneling here. IdrA doing the great micro here with just 1 ling, trying to kill off a single baneling. Let's watch the health bars of these drones. It does take 2 banelings to actually kill a drone line. It takes 2 splashes to kill them from full health. So Sheth not as lucky as he could be if he had another baneling in that mix, but unfortunately for him, IdrA still with a big supply lead, 15 supply lead. That's 50% more supply than Sheth currently has. Moving back to the natural, has he done anything back at home? No Roach Warren, no Lair, nothing of the sort. IdrA, on the other hand, now dropping a Roach Warren here. He's got still that supply advantage that I keep mentioning. He's going to have to get another Overlord, actually making 2 right now, and an Evolution Chamber. So IdrA trying to get the quick tech advantage while he has the supply lead. He's trying to get further ahead, which if you ever watch the GSL, they harp on it constantly. Don't go for the win, just try to get further ahead. Sheth actually setting up a bit of a baneling ambush here for these lings coming in from the left side. Oh, he moved that baneling away at a horrible time. He actually probably could have killed all of those speedlings if he had just left it there, so a little bit unlucky there for Sheth. Baneling just splashes on a couple of lings, and now he's going to take some drone damage here, potentially losing a couple as well. And he had all those lings headed toward IdrA's natural that he now has to recall and get them back in the main so he doesn't lose any more drones. IdrA with such great timings throughout this first game here. Looking worse and worse for Sheth as it progresses. Now a lair coming up here in the production tab for IdrA as well. Sitting comfortably at home. He should have a drone advantage as well. Yeah, 13 more drones, now 15, 16, 17 more drones than Sheth. This is looking really, really bad. Sheth does have a sort of mineral advantage there in his army, but IdrA, all he really has to do is crank out a round of roaches, and he'll take that over very quickly. He's making one at a time right now. Lair is about halfway done. He's getting +1 range attacks right there as well. Only a couple of lings there died for Sheth, so it looks like he's starting to get the hang of it, but it's potentially too little too late. We'll see how these next couple of exchanges go. And oh, that Baneling would have been such a money explosion on those lings. He might even just want to leave a Baneling in his drone line for the inevitable ling run by here. He's trying to kill some drones. It looks like he may have gotten 3 or 4 there before the Banelings and the Queen managed to clean that force up. So Sheth sitting at only 52 supply, and he's capped. He's having to make 2 Overlords right now. He's trying to get out some Roaches of his own, getting up an Evolution Chamber as well. He's got 78 supply here, though, for IdrA. And man, this first wave of Roaches could be a monumental attack here for IdrA. He's got 10 of them against Sheth. So I don't know. Let's look at the unit tab real quick. 2 Roaches for Sheth, 3 more on the way. IdrA already has 10 out and is creating more all the time. Just looking better and better for IdrA as we go. 84 supply against 61. Can't like those odds. Sheth actually has 2 Roaches headed to God knows where, but they are not going to last too long if they keep going. There they go. They're actually turning around now. Destructible Rocks starting to take some fire from these Roaches and Speedlings, so they are going to just explode here in just a moment. IdrA will be able to take this 3rd base if he chooses to. If he doesn't choose to, he could actually probably just go kill Sheth. 104 supply against 71. Sheth does have a, quick round of Roaches out. He's trying to get his +1 missile attacks, but IdrA already has it finished, I believe. Yes, he does. Starting on Roach speed as well. He did get his lair up far before Sheth. Sheth will be done here with his lair in just a moment and can start on that Roach speed, but IdrA's just so far ahead still. Army value hugely favoring IdrA now, way, way, way ahead in that mineral and gas count there. Supply alone, he's up by about 30 as well. All these Roaches, of course, making the difference. Looks like we did have another little ling harassment over here Sheth had to respond to with these slow Roaches. He's starting his Roach speed now, but IdrA will have his done in just about 5 seconds. You can see him starting to move through the middle of the map now. He's going to arrive at Sheth's base right as that Roach speed finishes. He's got +1 armor on the way as well. Sheth sitting at home without those +1 upgrades and without the Roach speed. Infestation Pit coming up for Sheth, but I don't think he's going to be able to get any Infestors fast enough for those great fungal growths against these Roaches. And there, this little picture here tells the tale. There are just far too many Roaches here for IdrA, for Sheth to be able to take out. And Roach after Roach going down to the acid spit. There goes a poor little Queen there outside the natural as well. And Sheth GG's. So that is going to be it for Game 1 in this best of 5 series. Let's go into Game 2 now and see what happens next.